Hello everyone, my name is Ariana and today we're going to talk about this trilogy that had me obsessed for a week. The Dark Elements series by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I read it in my Kindle and I just have to tell you about this story. So I started reading the first book in my phone actually, and I read I don't know, 3 or 4 pages of the first chapter and it didn't really hook me onto it because I was reading another book at a time. So I just left it there for weeks, almost 2 months. So then I decided to pick up this book on my Kindle, finally, and read the first book. The first book is this one. So this is the first book, White Hot Kiss. Then the second book, Stone Cold Touch. And the third book, Every Last Breath. This trilogy has a prequel, which is, I haven't read it, but I've heard it's not as good. So I don't know if I will read it. It's not about the main characters at all, so maybe I won't. So I'm gonna tell you about this whole trilogy. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. It's gonna be like a quick video because you have to read it. You just have to read it. And I know they are bringing to Peru the Spanish version of this book, so no excuse, people, no excuse. Okay, so we follow this girl named Layla, and we meet her on the middle of action, and she straight up says that she hunts demons. Okay, so that's how we start the book. So we know this girl, she hunts demons, and we know that she's something special. She's half demon, half warden. What are the wardens? Wardens are it's very close to what we think of Nephilims, of the Shadowhunter world. It's these kind of gargoyle looking people. They look like normal people, and then when they transform into gargoyle form, they fight the demons. And they were created by the alphas, which are the angels, right? So we meet these warden people, and they've recently come out into society and told everyone that they exist, but people don't know exactly what they're here for. They don't know the demons exist. They just know the wardens are there and they live between society and whatever. So Layla has been living with the wardens since ever she was 7 years old, I believe. And she grew up in this world. She's half warden, half demon. And she helps the wardens kill demons. And she helps them because whenever she touches a demon, she lights them up. Not on fire, but highlights them so that the wardens can see them, identify them, and then kill them. So what she does is called tagging. So she goes around the city, and whenever she sees a demon, boop, she just bumps into them and tags them. And that's what she's been doing for her whole life. She can identify the demons because she can see auras. So demons have no soul, and whenever she sees a person that doesn't have an aura around them, she knows that it's a demon. So we have this girl. It's very funny character. She has this 2 friends. So she has Sam and Stacy, both of her friends. And they just don't know what she is. They don't know what she does. Nothing at all. They just know that she lives between wardens. And that's it. So we meet this character, and in the first chapter she encounters this demon that was supposedly be one kind of demon, which is normal for her to tag, and suddenly she realizes she's a bit higher rank of a demon, and she starts to freak out, and then a high level demon appears next to her, and then she freaking freaks out, and she runs and escapes and whatever, and that's when our story begins, when she meets this higher level demon. And she doesn't mention it to the wardens at all. Everything just goes by, and then strange things starts happening to her, and it's so freaking amazing. Let me just give you an idea of this trilogy. If you ever liked the series Supernatural, you're gonna like this, very much. One of the main characters even has an impala, and yeah, I tell you everything with that situation. If you like the Shadowhunter series, read this book, because it has this type of demon and angel and fighting devil and this stuff. It's very similar in that sort. If you like any of those, you will love it. It's so good. The characters are so funny. You don't expect to find what you find when you meet downworld, you know what I mean, hell and stuff. It's very funny, it's very funny. But there are some things that I didn't like about the series. It's no spoiler, so don't worry about it. But we meet these characters, these 3 main characters that is Layla, Sam, and Stacy, the 3 friends that go to school together and whatever. And we really get to know them, and you get this picture in your head of how they look like or what they look like physically. And then all of a sudden you realize that Stacy, I mean, just by the name, you picture like this blonde, very superficial kind of girl. She's like dark skin, dark hair, like nothing at all like I pictured it. And I found that out, I think it was the second or third book. It was like way into the story, and it was just freaked me out a lot. Okay, so I highlighted some notes that I wanted to tell you about. This is not gonna be spoilers at all, so don't worry. I encountered this situation. Stacy tucked her shoulder-length black hair back behind her ears. And then I keep reading. Alright. Okay, page 343. Her normally dark complexion pale. So Stacy has black hair and is like dark skinned. Why didn't you mention that at the beginning of the book where I haven't pictured her completely different? It like shook me up a lot. But she has a very nice way of writing. Like, I love it's so casual and you get to relate with the characters a lot by that fact. I'm just gonna read you a couple highlights that I made. Okay, this one's funny. Look, you've been under a lot of stress and crazy stuff has been happening. True, but that was absolutely no excuse for licking someone's finger. Like, what the fuck? Okay, then, this happened in the third book, okay? We never know Layla, our main character's last name. And then suddenly in the third book, they like say it, Layla Shaw. And I just couldn't help but picture Leslie Shaw in my head. If you're from Peru, you know who I'm talking about. I read Layla Shaw. Wait, what? Just kept picturing, I'm just gonna put that face right here, Leslie Shaw, in my head. I just couldn't. It was hard for me, okay? It's so terrible. So those are the notes that I just wanted to let you know about. It was funny. It's gonna be great. You need to read it. It's very fast-paced. I was obsessed with the series. I read it in literally a week. Okay, 3 books, like nearly, 450 pages or so in freaking week, okay? It's just so good. You're gonna love the characters. There's gonna be like anti-heroes that you end up loving and then heroes that you end up hating. It's so freaking good. As I said before, if you like Supernatural, if you like Shadowhunters, even if you like True Blood, it doesn't have any vampires on it, but it has this kind of they call it Church of God's Children or something, and it made me think a lot of in True Blood when there's this whole church situation, like training to go fight vampires and stuff. It made me think a lot of that. So if you like those 3 shows, if you like those 3 books, Supernatural's not a book, but if you like those, you're gonna like this. It's so good. It's YA. So yeah, I just need you to read it and I need you to comment with me. And if you have read it, please let me know down in the comments what you think about it. I personally loved it. I really love Jennifer L. Armentrout's books. Her writing, her characters are so relatable. So yeah, there's no loss with this book, so you need to read them. So that's it for today, no spoilers. I really hope you enjoyed this little video and I really hope that you read them because they're so freaking good. So this is it for today. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Like, subscribe, comment, everything you like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
I want to stay here with you under sunny skies, looking in your big brown eyes.